Welcome to Live Live. In today's video we'll start with Trent Alexander-Arnold's new contract update. Following Michael Edwards' appointment as FSG's new CEO of football last week, today has brought an official announcement that Richard Hughes will be Liverpool's next sporting director. The move to bring Hughes from Bournemouth has Edwards' fingerprints all over it, and the 44-year-old will reportedly soon begin work on identifying Jurgen Klopp's successor, as well as hopefully sorting out a deal to bring Xabi Alonso back to Anfield. There's plenty more for Hughes to sort besides. The small matter of new contracts for three of Liverpool's most important players should be right at the top of that list. Following news of Hughes' appointment this afternoon, The Times ran a piece that was especially glowing in its assessment of the former Portsmouth midfielder. By the sounds of things, Liverpool have made themselves another very exciting hire. It's just as well too, because the current contract situations of Mohamed Salah, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Virgil van Dijk needs a steady hand to guide. As per The Times, there has been a surprise in some quarters that Liverpool haven't tried harder to tie each of the key trio down to a new deal already. Alarm bells are quietly starting to ring. The idea is hopefully that Hughes' arrival at the club will signal the start of negotiations proper with all three of Salah, Trent and Van Dijk. With just a year left to run on each of their deals come this summer, it needs to be sorted as a matter of priority. Of the three, it's perhaps Alexander-Arnold who will induce the most anxiety amongst Liverpool fans. Although Salah and Van Dijk are equally, if not perhaps more, important, both are now the wrong side of 30. Darwin Nunez fit for Liverpool's next fixture. Darwin Nunez is expected to be fit for Liverpool's next fixture, reports suggest. The striker suffered a hamstring issue in the Reds' 4-3 loss against Manchester United in the FA Cup quarter-finals last Sunday. As a result, Nunez pulled out of Uruguay's squad for games against the Basque Country and the Ivory Coast during the international break. Jurgen Klopp was hopeful that the former Benfica forward, who has recorded 17 goals and 14 assists this season, would not be sidelined for a period. Liverpool return to action when they face Brighton and Hove Albion in the Premier League on Sunday the 31st of March. They have a chance to move top of the table and put the pressure on title rivals Manchester City and Arsenal, who meet later in the afternoon. But Uruguayan outlet El Observador reports that Klopp has been informed that it is very likely that Nunez will be ready for the return of the Premier League. That Luis Diaz and Cody Gakpo also suffered problems against United but subsequently linked with respective nations Colombia and Holland. Liverpool could also see Curtis Jones return against Brighton, having been absent for more than a month with an ankle injury. Time frame for Liverpool's Alonso pursuit. In the evolving narrative of football management, the pursuit of managerial talent is as compelling as the on-field drama. Liverpool's quest to appoint Xabi Alonso as their next manager is a saga that encapsulates the anticipation and strategy behind the scenes of top-tier football. According to JD Football, April is poised to be a pivotal month for Liverpool, as they intensify their efforts to secure Alonso. Amidst interest from Bayern Munich, Fabrizio Romano, speaking on the JD Football YouTube channel, underscores the urgency of the situation, noting, "I'm sure that Liverpool will fight until the end to get Xabi Alonso." The assertion that Liverpool and Bayern Munich are preparing for a crazy battle in the coming month sets the stage for a high-stakes managerial tug-of-war. Romano's insights reveal the depth of Liverpool's commitment to bringing Alonso back to Anfield, a sentiment likely shared by many fans. His belief that if it came down to a straight choice for the 42-year-old, then he'd pick the Reds offers hope to the Liverpool faithful. Yet, the caveat remains, hesitation or reticence could tip the scales in Bayern's favour, a scenario Liverpool must avoid at all costs. As Jurgen Klopp's remarkable tenure winds down, the focus shifts to his successor. The mention of other potential candidates, like Lens Frank Hayes, underscores the club's broader strategy but also highlights Alonso as the front-runner. The impending departure of Klopp adds a layer of urgency to the proceedings, with Liverpool's season and, indeed, the immediate post-Klopp era hanging in the balance. Johan Bakayoko is Liverpool top target. Liverpool are set for a huge summer as they look ahead to their next chapter without Jurgen Klopp. The Reds are working on bringing in a suitable replacement for the German, who will leave Anfield at the end of the season. Following the return of Michael Edwards and the appointment of Richard Hughes as the new sporting director, Liverpool are expected to have an exciting transfer window. While their main interest has seemingly been in bolstering the backline following this season's injury concerns, the Reds have been linked with some new attacking targets as well. There is still no confirmation on whether Mohamed Salah will leave Liverpool this year or not. But with Saudi Arabia returning their heavy interest, Liverpool must be prepared to potentially replace the Egyptian winger. According to Sky Sports reporter Patrick Berger, Liverpool are among the European clubs who have made PSV's Johan Bakayoko a top target this summer. The Reds do have competition from Manchester City and Chelsea, but with his goal and assist tallies, it's not hard to see why. The 20-year-old has contributed 8 goals and 13 assists across all competitions this season, and his talent on the wing has earned him the highest level of praise already. Bakayoko, who has made 9 appearances for Belgium at international level, was recently applauded by compatriot Romelu Lukaku, the all-time top goalscorer for the Red Devils with 83. The striker, who is currently on loan with AS Roma from Chelsea, believes Bakayoko has the potential to overtake him in Belgium's history books. And that's the final content of today's video. Like, subscribe to support Live Alive.